I'm Lenka.
I'm Abby.
And we're
Lights, Camera, English.
Look what I found when I was cleaning.
Our travel tickets while we were in England.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I was so glad that you took care of everything when we were in England. I don't think I'd be able to buy the tickets all by myself.
Why?
It seemed so complicated.
You would have managed by yourself, absolutely, but it is quite complicated, actually. There are lots of different types of ticket.
Yeah. For example, here.
Okay.
Tell me.
Oh, okay. Well, these were the tickets that we bought when we went up to London. Mm-hmm. So we were in Ascot and wanted to go up to London.
And then back.
And then back, but a day later.
Right.
So that has an implication on which ticket we bought. So let's see. We bought a single ticket.
Because we're single.
Because we're single, no, because it's a one-way ticket up to London.
I was wondering, how did they know?
Yeah, it's one of the things you have to declare anyway.
Okay, so single means one way.
Single means one way.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought standard class, so not first class, but standard class. And this was an anytime ticket. Mm-hmm. Now, that refers to the fact that the tickets are priced in two brackets, one for peak travel and one for off-peak travel. Peak travel is during rush hour, basically.
Rush hour being?
Rush hour, early morning, up to 9:30 a.m. is considered peak, so more expensive. And then it's again peak from about 4:30 p.m. to I think about 7 p.m.
Okay.
So if you're traveling at those times, you're traveling peak.
And more expensive.
It's more expensive.
Okay.
In between those times is off-peak. And is probably better for as tourists, you know, just to get
travel off peak.
Yes, travel off peak, and it's a lot less busy, and you're more likely to get a seat. Because travel is very expensive and very busy in England, especially London.
But we don't have peak or off peak.
No,
we have any time.
We have any time, and the reason we were given that is because we were traveling at the weekend. Because the weekend is considered off peak anyway, but at all times. So we were automatically given anytime
But
tickets.
on work days, you also can get an anytime ticket. When you're not sure?
You would pay for that flexibility.
Right,
Yeah.
more expensive again. Okay.
I believe so, yeah. Okay, well that explains this ticket. Now we got a single even though we were coming back a day later. And that was recommended because actually there are two types of return ticket. You can either travel up and down in the same day.
Right.
And that's a day return.
Day return.
Or you can travel up and then travel back some other time, and that's just a return.
But that's exactly what we wanted,
Yes.
but we didn't get a return.
Right. I asked the lady at the kiosk what would be best for us in terms of price, considering that we also wanted to travel around London in between. And she said it was best to get two singles, in and out, and then to work out our transport within London directly once we got to London.
Okay, this is really complicated.
Yes.
You said that you asked the lady what the best combination is.
Yes.
Is that normal? Because I mean,
Absolutely.
I do remember the peak and off peak and anytime and single and return and day return. I feel educated now.
Good.
But I'm still not sure I'd be able to figure it out all by myself.
No, and there's no need really, and a lot of people don't know because it's very complicated. So don't worry about the name of the ticket. Just understand and know what it is you want to do, and then just go to the kiosk and explain your story.
Okay, so I would tell them I'm going to London, then I want to travel around London and then come back the next day. And they'd be like, do you need this?
Yes, they would be able to tell you the cheapest ticket.
And they won't be surprised that I'm telling them
your life story. No. And also if things like the number of changes is a problem for you or other things, the length of time you're traveling, let them know that and they will then reassess and tell you what might be the better route for you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Relieved. So now that's the ticket to and back.
Yes.
And then within London.
Within London, there are some tickets that include London.
Okay.
But they would advise you as to whether you have that one. We did not get that.
We did not get that.
We got our own travel within London So there are two ways to do that. You either buy a ticket from London Transport, and that would be a single ticket between two stations,
going
for instance.
from A to B.
Exactly. But you do need to know that A and B, you need to know which zones they're in, because the whole of London Transport is split into zones.
This is the whole of London Transport. This is just like zones 1 and 2, which is the main part of central London, and then it goes all the way out to zone 7.
And if you're only travelling within zones 1 and 2, you would only need a single between zones 1 and 2.
You are a princess.
A princess.
There is a fly flying around.
But we knew I was a princess. We established that. So anyway, I don't know why that makes me a princess.
Oh no, okay, it's a different story.
Different video. Okay. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the zones in London. So if most people start within zones 1 and 2. That's where the London terminals are. And then if you need to travel out, then the tickets get more expensive the further out you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. However, most people visiting London are traveling all over the place, and or even if they're only staying in zones 1 and 2, they're traveling multiple times a day.
Right.
So then you can economize by buying a day travel card.
Okay.
And a day travel card it's capped at a certain price, and then you can travel everywhere.
So it's unlimited travel, both on tube or buses.
Yes, that's
anywhere.
right.
Okay.
Yes. But more commonly, people are buying Oyster cards, and you spend about £3 to get one of these, and then it's registered in your name.
Okay.
And then once you have it, you put money onto it. It's like saved on there. So even if you disappear for 3 years and come back on holiday, the money's
still there.
His money's still on there.
So it's like a debit card.
Sort of, but it's like a smart card in a way, because as you're using it, it's calculating the best price for you. So if you only do that one little trip,
it charges you for a single ticket
just between the station and your hotel. It will just charge you for that. But if you travel all over London for the whole day and you didn't realize you were going to do that, it still caps the amount you spend at the maximum, at the day travel card. You don't get charged for hundreds of singles. You get charged the minimum.
A smart card.
Yes.
So,
it charges you the minimum you should be charged.
So it actually works like a day travel card in case that you travel unexpectedly many times. Okay.
Yes. So it's very good to have this kind of smartness in your wallet.
It's very good to have this smartness in my wallet.
About that, actually, because I didn't remember you buying an Oyster card because I was in charge of all the tickets.
That's good that you don't remember things.
I'm pretty sure you didn't buy an Oyster card.
I didn't.
So would I be right in assuming that's my Oyster card?
You would be right, but as you said, it's very good to have an Oyster card in my wallet. No, it's yours. You left it with me for some reason.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. I might be needing this again soon.
Thank you for letting me use it.
You're very welcome.